The Lion King, an animated musical film produced by Disney, loved by millions of people, young and adults, all around the world. Then it came the sequel, The Lion King 2: Simba's Pride, that centers around Simba and Nala's daughter Kiara, and the parallel The Lion King 1.5, a retell of the first movie from Timon and Pumbaa's perspective. But there's something that this movie hides, something long forgotten in the past. We are speaking about the original version of the movie, King of the Beasts, or most known by its second title, King of the Jungle. Some of you out there probably already know what this is, or at least have heard about it, but the vast majority of people doesn't know what the plot is about, and how much it changed compared to the official release. I'll just tell you that if The Lion King kept the same plot as King of the Beasts, it would probably not be a movie apt for kids anymore. King of the Jungle was the first version, or better said, an early draft of The Lion King. In 2012, two screenplays were released. Both early screenplays are considerably different from the final version, as they feature violence, suggestive sexual content, and blatant incest. In the end, both drafts were scrapped, and few traces of the story material remain ingrained in the final film. The thing is that, also having little information about this early version, it keeps giving chills till this day. So now prepare, because I will show you how each character was meant to be and the most creepy things I found in the story. But first, let's have a look at the plot. One morning, Simba and Nala were randomly playing, when they suddenly fell into a dark hole that brought them to the hyenas. But BANAGI, prince of the hyenas, rescues them, leaving Mufasa in debt. So he met with the hyenas, paid his debt, and that's when Scar shows up for the first time, but decides to retreat. After years, he got sighted by the Impala Pride, which decided to inform Mufasa. Hyenas came to Mufasa, tricking him into making him think that they needed help, inducing him to challenge Scar. They both started a long fight, and while Mufasa was exhausted, Scar leaped on top of his body, crushing his bones. Scar takes the throne and invites Nala to be her partner, but hyenas didn't like the idea and plotted against her, forcing her to escape from the pride. After some time, Simba found her and told Nala his plan. Back to the pride, Simba challenged Scar to a fight, which was won by Simba. Scar was eaten by flames and the hyenas were defeated. That's when Simba finally becomes king. After hearing to this, you probably could tell that the plot was somewhat similar to the final version. Though with the same basis, the parts that changed drastically are the most important ones, like the death of Mufasa and Scar. In the final version, Mufasa didn't get directly killed by Scar. He put everything together to make that happen, but what killed Mufasa was the impact on the ground and the tramplings from the stampede. Scar was not the murderer, but the responsible of the murder. In the old scene, as in the new one, Mufasa's bones are being crushed, this time not by others, but directly from Scar. Characters. While most characters are still the same, some of them changed, and some got permanently removed. Let's start by the most important ones. Duala and Diku, sisters of Sarabi and aunts of Simba and Nala. Nanda, sister of Sarabi and mother of Nala. BANAGI and Basho, both male hyenas, BANAGI being prince of his clan and Basho his lieutenant. And the most important for me, the lion in the moon, a spirit of a great king of the past that watches over the lions of the pride.
The great kings of the past look down on us from those stars.
Probably the first difference that you can observe while reading the plot. Prides changed a lot, not just by name, but also how they interacted with each other. In the final movie we can just notice the Pridelands and the Outlands, while in the old version we get the Undona Pride, the Mbala Pride, the Outlands and the Mir Village, which in the final version is only present in the third movie. The Indona Pride was what we now know as the Pridelands, with Mufasa being the king and Simba his successor. The Mbala Pride, which is not present in the final version, was a Near Pride, ruled by the Elder Lion. While in the final version the character features are centered on facial expressions and personality, in the old version drawers focused on their physical appearance. Let's compare the differences. Scar. In the final drawing he has a skinny appearance and a superb personality that you can also perceive through his expressions. In the first version he has an evil appearance and is described as a demonic being. He is not even related to Mufasa and nobody knows where he comes from. Mufasa. Mufasa didn't change much physically and keeps a very similar personality. Simba. A lot different from the final version. He's very muscled, has a wild appearance and a more aggressive and strong personality. As I previously told you, King of the Beasts is a lot more explicit compared to his final product, The Lion King. This is why now I want to show you some of the scenes that impressed me the most. These scenes were all obviously completely scrapped or modified because of its brutality. While Simba and Scar were fighting at the Pride Rock, a lightning strikes nearby, setting the whole area on fire. With the blades rising up, Scar manages to throw Simba down the Pride Rock to the flames. Convinced that Simba was dead and without any chance to get away from the fire, Scar dies, laughing while being consumed by flames. After all this, there's something I didn't tell you. There's also another version of the story that got scrapped by Disney. Would you like a video about it? Let me know. And also, what do you think about this version of the story? Would you have preferred Disney to keep it like that, or you prefer the final movie? Tell me in the comments, I would like to read your opinion. And that's all for today. I'm Ascari, hope you have a good night.